This is our journey, our story. Though the inception of the Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter is humble in its origins, the powerful and driving force it is today is far from it. Deeply rooted in greatness and sacrifice, the chapter was conceived by visionaries who assembled in Glendale, California, December 15, 1978, to lay the groundwork for what would over time become one of the most venerable, active, respected, transformative, and fun organizations the world over. Vision takes hard work, due diligence, and perseverance to make it a reality. Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter is constantly engaged in reevaluating itself and evolving. For the past 33 years, a few visionaries answered a very simple question: what can be done to help our community? The answer is very simple: offer the best programs for the youth of our community. These pioneers believed that all children should be given the opportunity to develop physically, mentally, culturally, and spiritually. With the goal of bringing children out of isolated home environments and into community service and the open air, the children and families of the Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter hiked, played basketball, table tennis, gymnastics, went on camping trips, learned how to tell time by the stars, studied first aid, participated in the annual Navasardian Games, received instructions in the rich Armenian language and culture, and imparted to several generations of Armenian Americans who, through the instruction they received at Ararat, developed the attributes and characteristics to become in their own right model professionals and citizens. For the past 33 years, Homenetmen Ararat has been instrumental in creating generation after generation of success stories. Within a few years, the dream of Ararat's founders for a robust Armenian youth and family-centered organization was realized. Today, Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter has a membership of over 2,400 youth and adults, a significant growth from its modest beginnings 33 years ago. In fact, today, 15,000 Araratians are among the Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter alumni. Let us now take a moment to examine the 33 memorable years that got us to this pinnacle place. We begin in 1978, exactly December 15th, 1978, when Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter was founded. In 1979, the first Scouts Committee was formed. The first Ararat office opened. The Scouts became part of the Boy Scouts of America. The first Scout General Camp held with 115 participants, and the first participation at Homenetmen Navasardian Games with 49 athletes. 1980 saw the chapter's first newsletter published. In 1981, the first athletic board was appointed, and the first Parents Committee formed to assist Scouts in athletics. In 1983, Glendale chapter was named Homenetmen Glendale Ararat chapter. A volunteer division was formed. And in 1984, the chapter's first property on Broadway was purchased. A youth division was formed. A visit and blessing of the new center by His Holiness Karakin, and the chapter received its first grant from the city of Glendale. 1985 saw the grand opening of the Broadway Center in February. 1987, we hired our first athletic director. In 1988, our chapter donated $50,000 to help earthquake victims in Armenia. The first general camp was held for the athletic division. The first annual summer basketball program was organized, and the first car rally organized by the volunteer division. It was 1989 when 4 Scouts participated in the Boy Scout National Jamboree in Virginia. 1990 brought the start of gymnastics and karate programs, and the chapter donated $27,000 to Armenia and $10,000 to ArtSoc. In 1991, the Cultural Committee was formed. Also, 5 ping pong players participated in the U.S. Open in Michigan. It was 1992, and for the first time, 3 scholarships were given to members. 1995 saw the sponsored renovation of a classroom at Sushi in Armenia. 1996, the chapter's new center on San Fernando Road was purchased. We hired a chapter executive director and started the chapter website www.ararat.org. In 1997, chapter activities moved to the new center. The very first 3K and 5K walk-run was organized for the health of it. The first fashion show was organized by the volunteer division. And the first installation of 3 leaders as chapter honorary members. In 1998, Cub Scout Pack 3 was started, along with a Brownie and Parent program. In 1999, the grand opening ceremony for the Blue Gym. 14 athletes and 1 coach participated in the first Pan-Armenian Games in Armenia. It was also the start of Ararat Link, the newsletter, and the start of the chapter's orientation program. In 2000, the first major state grant, $158,000. In 2001, the Bagdasarian Shahinian Hall grand opening on the 14th of October, and membership passed 2,000. In 2002, Garabag's president visited the chapter's center. We started a rhythmic gymnastics program in the athletic department. We started an organized tennis program, also in athletics. And the first ever Scout Song CD was produced by the Scouts Choir. In 2003, more than 4,000 participated in celebrating the 25th anniversary during reunions, festivals, and a gala banquet. A 25th anniversary commemorative book was published. It was also the start of summer day camp that year. 45 athletes, coaches, and leaders participated in the 3rd Pan-Armenian Games in Armenia, winning the men's basketball championship. 2004 saw the start of a new annual meeting format and the separation of athletics into basketball and general athletic divisions. In 2005, there was Alphabet's 1600 celebration and a visit by His Holiness Aram I of the Great House of Cilicia. Also the start of a program division. In 2006, the Ararat organized first Glendale Friendship Games was put on. We had Scouts, the Jamboree in Yerevan, and the start of the Ararat Choir. 2007 saw the purchase of a second Ararat Center, the North Campus. And 80 athletes participated at the 4th Pan-Armenian Games, winning 2 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze medal. 2008, we created the 30th anniversary celebration and booklet, and dedicated the Forest Lawn Cultural Room at the North Campus. 2009 saw the opening of the Gagik and Kanari Galestian Gym at North Campus, and the start of the D-League basketball program. In 2010, the Scouts participated at the Homenetmen Jamboree in Armenia, and 2 Ararat basketball players played for the Armenian national team, helping Armenia advance to Division B in Europe. 2011, celebration of our journey, the 33rd anniversary. 2 members became Eagle Scouts. We sent 84 to the 5th Pan-Armenian Games, began a wellness program, and the start of the Ararat Golf Tournament. As stewards of this venerable organization, rest assured that we are never content. We have been modest about our achievements, outreach programs, our effect and reach in our community, though the productivity and results speak for themselves. What is most exciting is that this is just the beginning. Our leadership is wholly invested in continually and consistently re-evaluating our programs to make the necessary changes to cope with the demands and needs of our successive generations. All the while, we recognize that without the ongoing support of hundreds of volunteers, fundraising programs, generous private donors, corporate sponsors, and last but not least, the continued support of our city elected officials, many of these programs will not survive. We are therefore forever in your debt and strive every day to ensure that you receive the maximum amount of return on your investments and that you are proud and happy with the work we do with the resources you provide.